Well, thanks, Andy. You may know our next guest from the Steve Harvey Show. She's known as America's Money Maven, and she's had an amazing comeback story. It happened when the 2008 financial crisis hit all of us. And she joined me a few days ago to share her money-making tips. So, Patrice Washington, a lot of people know you as America's Money Maven. But for those who don't know your background, tell us a little bit about how you got to where you are now.
Well, really quick story. Started in real estate at 19 years old. By 21, was a real estate and mortgage broker. Built a successful 7-figure real estate company by 25. And then when the recession hit, I lost it all. And so people know me as America's Money Maven, but I always tell them it's not because of a textbook. It's because of my testimony and my rise back from that time in my life. When I was on the floor, snotting and crying and asking God, why me? How did I get here? And literally lose everything.
You lost everything. That must be so hard, because I know you are a mom, you are a wife, and you started out as a young whippersnapper. A lot of people lost their jobs, lost their homes, and lost money during the financial crisis. How did you rebuild and become a regular with Steve Harvey? You toured the country, and you basically rebuilt your empire from the ground up.
You know what's really interesting is that it wasn't by printing down budgets and trying to fix my credit. And so as a financial expert, it's really weird for me to say that. People are usually like, what do you mean? But I truly believe that becoming wealthy has 100% nothing to do with money. And so I'm on a mission to redefine wealth, because people think getting wealthy is all about money and material possessions. But what I've learned is actually it's about working on your well-being overall. So I have a really unconventional way of how I've rebuilt myself, but it's based on 6 pillars. Do you want to hear what they are?
I want to hear these 6 pillars.
Okay.
Because listen, a lot of people, you've rebuilt your empire. A lot of people are just trying to build an empire or build comfort and security. So what are those 6 pillars?
I mean, one of the first things that I had to do was get fit. That's the first pillar. And people think that that's about being thin or something. It's not that at all. One of the real things is I had to be mentally fit. And we forget about that. So a lot of times you want to rebuild, you're praying for all this success and money and wealth, but if you don't have the mental capacity to make the right decisions and then to sustain it, what good is it?
That's interesting, because you've gone on tour with Steve Harvey, and the tour is called Act Like a Success. Is that a part of your mental fitness pillar?
Yeah, well, you know, Steve Harvey's been my mentor for many years. And so one of the things that he teaches is that you have to be able to define success for yourself. And a lot of us chase what our mom wants us to do. What do our parents want? What does society say? But we don't take time to be still and get in alignment with what really matters to us. And so, yeah, to go against the grain, you have to be mentally fit.
What's your next pillar?
The next pillar is people, and it's about creating relationships that matter. And so a lot of my success, I just said Steve Harvey's been a mentor for years. People say, how are you on his show every single week? I actually met him at 19 years old. I was supposed to be an intern for 60 days, but creating a relationship that matters now means that 17 years later, I have the opportunity to work on all of his platforms, right? And so it's about creating relationships. So many of us are so into the hustle and grind, and I'm just trying to chase my dreams and this and that. But really, relationships are what gets you to the next place. So I've attracted some amazing opportunities, really, because I treat people well.
By treating people right.
Yes, the golden rule.
What's your next pillar?
The next pillar is faith. And so I truly believe, even with going through all I've been through, I believe that you have to connect to something greater. And again, I believe in chasing purpose, not money. And so my faith has been that grounding thing that reminds me, again, to treat people well, or to take care of my body, or to do things that really just uplift the spirit. And that is another wealthy habit.
Patrice, we have a minute left. I want to get in the last few pillars so people can really take these in and then go deep after the show.
Well, the next one is work. And work is about chasing your life's purpose, right? Not just doing things just for money. Again, we all have heard that when you really work in your passion, it doesn't feel like work. I've watched you have fun all morning,
I do it for free. No. If the bosses are watching, no, I wouldn't.
Right. It's about living out your life's purpose. And then there's money. It's the very last pillar. And that's about how to make, manage, and multiply your money wisely. But I'm telling you, I know this from experience. If you don't have the other pillars down as the foundation, you can get money all day, but you'll never keep it.
Right. And you won't have people around around you to enjoy it.
Right.
Patrice Washington, you are such an inspiration for all the working mothers out there. If you're building or rebuilding, look her up. And thank you so much for coming on
Thanks
Great
for
Day
having
Washington.
me.
And if you are not watching TV with a notepad, we have all 6 of Patrice's Pillars of Wealth on our website. Just go to WUSA 9 and click on Great Day. We'll be right back.
Going organic